Don't trust all these abroad men. No. They'll just leave you and they'll not come back again. Some of them, they have white women. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Praise Uche, and you're watching Praise Uche TV. If you're seeing my face for the first time, thank you for joining us. Please do well to hit on that red subscribe button to become a member of this beautiful, jolly family. And to my OGs, you already know now, you guys are the worst. Yes, you guys are the bunge. Okay guys, in today's video, I'll be sharing with you how I dealt with my long distance marriage. Some of you already know that I'm based in Italy currently, but I got married 4 years ago and I didn't join my husband here immediately. It took me 2 years to join him here. So that period of 2 years, it's not easy. You already know, stay without your husband for 2 years. So I'll be sharing with you how I dealt with my long distance marriage. This video was actually inspired by Aya Taylor's home. She made a video on how she's dealing with she's presently facing one right now. Although they're both in Nigeria, but they're not in the same state. The husband travels and he'll be away for some weeks before coming back. So I'm like, okay, I can share with people, going through the same issue or about to go through what I went through, of how I dealt with my own long distance relationship, inter-country relationship. If you want to hear all of that, then you want to watch till the end. Okay guys, this is my own personal experience I'm sharing with you. This doesn't mean you should try it with your partner or tell your partner what I'm about to tell you, but this is what I did. This is what worked for me, and I was able to live fine and peacefully happy in that space of 2 years. Okay, now you guys already know that I lived all my life in Lagos. Like, I was practically born and raised in Lagos, and my husband people are based in Makurdi. Now these are two different states, so after I got married, it's just normal for me to go and stay with my husband people because my husband was not around. The plan was for me to stay in Nigeria for 6 months to process my documents before I go to join my husband. Now within that 6 months, it's not just possible for me to say I want to go and live on my own because I'm not married and my husband is not around. Within that 6 months, I'll go and rent an apartment of my own and start living alone as a married woman. It wasn't possible because it was just like I'll be staying for a short while, so there was no point wasting all this money. Naturally, I was supposed to go and stay with my husband people because they've paid my bride price and everything. I was supposed to go and stay with my husband people and stay with them until I'm ready to join my husband here in Europe. After the wedding, I followed him to Makurdi and he was to go back and go back. Then I told him, I said, where will I stay? Like, where will I stay personally for this period of 6 months? Oh God, I have the best and the most loving husband. You know what my husband told me? My husband asked me, where do you want to stay? So I told my husband, I said, I know that we are married, you've paid my bride price, as I did, we've done traditional, we've done white, we've done court, we've done everything, like he has paid everything. I'm like, I know you've paid all there is to pay. You've done all the ceremony, and by right, I should be living here with your people until I come to join you. But please, I want to stay with my people. I'll miss you too much. I've not been here before. I'm not based here, and I'm starting a new life afresh. If it was with you, it's understandable. But with your people, please, just let me stay with my people, please. My husband was like, is that what you want? If you stay with your people, will you be comfortable? I said, yes, I'll be comfortable. He said, okay, fine. You stay with your people. I'm like, what about your people? Hope they will not complain. Hope they will not talk. Like, why is she going back to Lagos to stay with her people? I was like, mine. The main issue right now is your comfortability. Anywhere you will stay and be comfortable is where you should stay. If you stay with my people and you'll be comfortable staying with them, fine, stay here. If you stay with your people and you'll be comfortable staying with them, stay there. Just stay where you can feel comfortable. Guys, I was so happy. Like, I was so happy. So we went back to Lagos together, and when we went back to Nigeria, I was staying with my people. So for me, it was just like, my life continued basically. I wasn't staying alone. I wasn't staying with any family member. So for me, nothing to cope with or nothing to deal with. It was just me continuing my normal life. Another thing that helped me is because we have the same time zone. Nigeria and Italy have the same time zone. It's only in summer, I guess it's only in summer we have 1 hour difference, but in winter we use the same time. So from morning till evening, I will go around my normal activity, my business and whatever. It will go to work. And when it comes back in the evening, maybe around 7, 8, we'll just connect on phone and we'll talk all through till night. So another thing is trust. For a long distance relationship to work, there must be trust, because even relationship that is not a long distance one, you see yourself every day. If there is no trust, like if you have trust issues with your partner, it will not work. You always nag, complain, you feel insecure and everything. But if there is trust, I remember when I wanted to get married, I told some people that I'll still be in Nigeria before I join my husband. You know, he will go and later he will come and take me. You're like, you want to go and marry a abroad man? Don't trust all these abroad men. No. They'll just leave you and they'll not come back again. Some of them, they have white women in abroad. They'll just come and give you belly and no. I heard a lot of things. But what I will say to you, especially those people that is about to get married to a man that is not in Nigeria, why most of these men, get married to their women and abandon them in Nigeria and they don't see them again for years, most times it's always about documents. Most of the issues is always about documents. Some of them might not have documents. That is why they might not be able to bring you over. So it's not usually maybe the man traveled at one village auntie or uncle is the one doing your husband. You got married and the man forgot you in Nigeria. Most of them are document issues. Before you get married to a man based abroad, make sure you know he has a document. Like, make sure you know he has a document. Make sure you know he can bring you over. He has all his documents. Even though you don't know what document looks like, you don't know what the document of that country looks like, Google, make research, ask questions. Let him show you his document. Ask him, do you have a document? Can you bring me over? Do you discuss all these things? Because most of the time, they might not have document. And that is why most of them end up marrying another woman. Marrying a white woman so that they can help them with their documents. If you have a man that is well settled, that have his documents, he can actually bring you, there will not be a problem. That thing that makes most men abandon their wife is if they are doing shady or illegal business. That is why you see most people, they get married and they won't even hear from the man again. And you think maybe it's village people that have, make your husband mind to forget about you. Some of them might have done one illegal business or the other and they have been sent to prison. So there's no way they can reach you. So these are some of the relevant questions you should ask your partner before getting married to him, so that you will not feel you have been used and dumped, or you feel so embarrassed that you will get married, do a big wedding, and your husband will not come back for you again. Ask questions. Do you have documents? Can your document bring me over? Are you doing any shady or legal business? Do you have a white woman? Are you married to a white woman for documents? Ask all these questions. These are questions you need to know. Then you now on your own decide that, okay, if you still want to go ahead with the wedding, because it might come back for you, it might not, or you want to just live a long distance marriage like that. Anytime he has the opportunity to come to Nigeria, he comes and visits you. So these are the questions you should ask. Somebody that comes back once or twice in a year obviously has a good document. But if your husband he has not been in Nigeria in 10 years and he comes back once, or that's the first time of visiting him in Nigeria, you marry him and you don't know when he'll come back again, please ask him for the kind of documents he has before you get married. Then if you know all of these things and you still want to go ahead with the wedding, then fine. Then so you need to ask questions to be sure the kind of marriage you're entering. Talking about trust, I trust my husband that there is no white woman anywhere, and we talk on the phone, we are always settled. Another thing that helped me is that I try to live happy. I try to be happy. I did not feel sad. Whenever I call my husband on the phone, it's not about me complaining, oh, when will I come? Because the plan was actually to stay 6 months, but something happened. Before I could get my passport, the Italians they were doing their election, trying to pick a new president. So the Italian embassy in Nigeria went on indefinite strike. Like, they were strike for months. My visa came out about 1 month or 2 when I had my baby. Then I could not travel without my baby, and I had to start processing baby's documents. That was why I stayed up to 2 years before joining my husband here. Now those period of 2 years, I was not always complaining, calling my husband and complaining, you know, feeling bad, making him feel worse, destroying, making him feel worse. I was just happy because I could not change anything. All I do was to pray and be happy. I was just happy. The only time I felt a little bit sad was when I discovered I was pregnant, and you know, my stomach started protruding, and a lot of people in my area that did not know I was married because I was still staying with my parents. You know, I started hearing some side gossip. You know, she don't carry belly for my mama house. You know, those kind of stuff. When I walk on the street with big stomach, I'm always alone, no husband, and I'm going to my parents' house. You know, most people would think maybe even the man I impregnated himself abandoned me and all of those things. People that is that opportunity to confirm their fears. I told you, all those abroad men, they will not come out for you, blah blah blah. So sometimes, you know, those kind of words will get to you, but so just a few times, maybe once or twice, that I broke down. You know, I caught myself, I was crying. But for the most time, I was always happy. We were encouraging each other, we were praying, and my husband tried a lot. In that space of 2 years, he came back to Nigeria. I think 2 to 3 times he was in Nigeria, and anytime he comes back, he stayed about 3 weeks before going back. So for me, there was no big deal about coping because I was staying with my parents. That was what helped me. That was what helped me make my long distance marriage better, because if I was staying with my parents' in-laws, I'm sure I would have a lot of story to say on how I cope, because it cannot be like staying with your parents, obviously. Okay, please, if you have been through this part before, or if you are presently in this part, please share with me. Let's continue this conversation in the comment section. Share with me, how are you coping, or how did you cope with your long distance relationship or marriage? Please hit the red subscribe button and turn on the bell for more interesting conversation and topics like this. And I'll see you guys in another video. Ciao ciao.